Hi my friend. Yesterday we had a cow butchered, and I'll show you what I got. Because when when it's butchered, they take away the heart and the liver, all the intestines, and so they just have the carcass left, and the carcass has to hang for a while. And I have it taken to just a little one-man butcher, where he has it hanging as long as the meat can take it, and it depends on what the meat looks like, but I make sure to have it hung really well, because it's important, I think, for the taste, and just so it's very good quality meat. You don't, all these intestines, the heart, the liver, and also the stomach I got this time, which I haven't done before. So we'll start with the clean things and just see what it looks like. So it's really just to give you a look at this. So the cow weighed 118 kilos, butchered. So she's small. It's a small cow because it's a Dexter cow. And also the tail was very short, which was quite strange. So the tail is usually long, but this one was very short. So maybe, I don't know what happened, but there's the tail, and here's the liver, and it's looking very healthy. It's an ox liver. I don't know what this is actually, this part. This I think is from the liver. And here is the tongue. And here is the heart, which is also small, looking very, very good. So, and here, the dogs are interested. Here we have the kidneys. And the kidneys are in this suet. I think you call it suet, which is the finest fat you can use for soaps, but I just use any fat. But this is the most expensive, most fine, because I think it's because it's the purest and it's the hardest. So you can sort of break it off. And this is all grass-fed, which is just so wonderful. It's the highest quality meat you can get, a free-range grass-fed animal. Just a very, very high-quality product. Here's the kidney. There's one kidney, so all this beautiful suet here. I'm going to use for my soap. the whole thing of butchering, I mean, it's a very big thing nowadays, but I've never had a problem with it, and I can feel this after I've started communicating with the animals, which I'm just learning. I can just sense that they have a very, very relaxed, or very, very natural approach to death. It's, and that's just what I sense. It's very, very peaceful, and I just make sure the cows that I have butchered, because we have our butchery very nearby, so they only drive about maybe 10 minutes in the truck, and they are butchered straight away, because they know we just have this little place and not many animals, and it's a place where they butcher 150 animals each year, and so they're very kind to. We can have this arrangement that our animals are butchered straight away, and I sort of talk with the animals before they're going, and I just sense this, that they're actually very grateful and just very relaxed about the whole thing. And the animals are just highly evolved beings, and they know, a cow knows that she or he, cattle, are used for meat. It's just something we've been doing for thousands of years. I mean, ever since early man, we've been eating meat. It's just a natural thing that's going on as long as humans have been here. And when humans weren't here, there were other animals eating the cows. So it's just all natural. So look at this beautiful suet here. Wonderful stuff. And the 2 kidneys. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Look. The first time when I was a young girl in Australia on a sheep farm, I saw this. I think it's so fascinating. Look at these parts of the animal. So incredible. And we look like this inside. So it has this what do you call it? This layer you can sort of take off. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? 2 kidneys. So I'm going to put this, actually I think I'm going to, I'll put this away, and I'll cook it for my soaps later. Also for eating you can use it, of course. Oh, why not? I'll just get a pot. Put this in a pot. Yeah, I just do it the rough way. It's just... But actually, the finer you make it, the quicker it's going to cook off. So just tearing it apart like this, I think, is fine. Praise the Lord for all your gifts. Thank you, little cow, for all you gave. put this on. And here we have the liver, and it seems like a waste, but I'll give the liver to the dogs because it's an ox liver. And if you want to make a liver pate, which I do sometimes, I did also when the kids were little, you use a young animal. This is an animal that's 3 years old. So I'll cut this up for the dogs, which is very, very, very wonderful for them. Put this in. I'm going to keep this for making a soup with the other bones that are coming when I get the animal, and the tongue also I don't use, but I'll give it to the dogs. And it was a delicacy in old times in Denmark, but I'm just not into this sort of thing. But it's valuable food, very nutritious. This knife could be sharper, for sure. These parts of her, I wonder. I don't actually know. But I need a lot of dog food because they do eat a lot, so there we go. The heart can be used for a very lovely dish. So I'll put that in a bag and I'll just pack it all. Now here we come to the stomach, which is supposed to be some of the most healthy dog food you can get. And it's very, very smelly, but you can't smell that, luckily. Because it's just very, very, very nutritious, and it's really a byproduct because people don't eat it. Let's see what happens. There we go. I'll just sharpen my knife. So this is where the grass comes down. It's the green. It's actually not very smelly. I think this is also some sort of organ. I don't know enough about it. But it does not smell very bad at all. And the dogs are going to love this. Very, very good for them. And it's good to not have it in small bits, because it's good for the dogs to chew. A lot of dog food is all chopped up, but what did dogs do before man was here? They had to chew their way through it. It's much more healthy. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating stuff. There's some fat here. Ah, give that to the dogs too. It's not much there on it. I've got them inside the house. I'm going to buy this again because it's actually very, very cheap dog food. I'm going to buy some from the butcher because this is a very cheap way to give your dog high quality food. You just have to be bothered to do this and get it into the freezer. But really, this does not smell at all. Chop this in half. There we are. So here we are. I've chopped up all this cow stomach. I think there's 4 different types of stomach. I think it's the one further down that's more smelly, but you can also use for dog food. It's what's it called? I can't remember the English name, but I just want to show you, because the thing is, for us who have freezers, we put this food into freezers, because we like to give our dogs the raw food, and also we have our own food in the freezer, which is not very environmentally friendly. But I got hold of these, these plastic bags, which are called maize stick. And they're made of maize, which is actually organic. They're made in China, but they're made of organic maize. And it's not plastic, it's a type of plastic that you can actually compost on your composting heap. It has to be a good, healthy composting heap. They will break down. And they're a little bit more expensive than the other ones, the plastic ones. But this is wonderful to know that you can actually get, that they're actually making plastic. I know they make it in other ways too, because there's just too much plastic in our environment. It's very, very bad. So I'm just so happy I found this. These little plastic bags made of maize. My goodness. Praise the Lord for intelligent people who want to help the world heal. They're very light. And you can just write straight on them. I think it's a Danish company, I'm not sure. So I'm going to put these in here so I can give some to the dog now. Kom her. Her, sæt dig ned. Du kan. Hvad siger hun? Hvad siger hun? Ja, du. Værsgo. Emmy her. Emmy her. Emmy. 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 Oh, she left. So I'll just pack these into here so I have for a couple of days. I just get out for a couple of days. And they also fast, so this is fine for, they need about half a kilo, a big dog like that, about half a kilo a day. So, praise the Lord. But for me, the most important, or the most important product is the milk, and but also just to be with the animals. It's not the meat, but the meat is extra, because to have a dairy cow producing, you need to have calves sometimes. So in the future we'll be butchering the big calves when they're about a year and a half old, I think. And Jersey meat, I think, is some of the most is just very, very delicious. A young Jersey, very delicious meat. And the whole thing of knowing that holistic management, where all these animals are actually healing the land, it's so fascinating. Amy, come here. Come, Amy. Here. Come here. Here. Hey, yeah. Hey. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Come, Amy. Here. Hop. Come here. Hop. Yeah. Come. Come here. Come here, Amy. Here. Here. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. She goes. Just to show you this bag, it's very wonderful because it's very, very thin. Seems very strong. Compared to a normal plastic bag, it's very easy. It's very easy to tie a knot. It's just a different material altogether. It feels more like very thin material actually, but it is completely airtight and watertight. What a great thing, maize stick. And they have all different sizes also. So, good stuff. Okay, so this was my meat chopping video. See you, my friend.